Today on Santa Monica Update.
Coming up next, records are made to be broken, and that's just what's going on right here in Santa Monica.
It's one of the oldest African-American celebrations in the nation, Juneteenth. Find out what the music, food, and smiles are all about right here on Santa Monica Update.
Coming up, Santa Monica celebrates Memorial Day. I'm RJ Andrews, and I have your report.
We have these reports and more news about the city of Santa Monica, so keep watching. I'm Tamara Henry.
Santa Monica Update, your source for local news in Santa Monica. Santa Monica Update starts now.
Welcome to Santa Monica Update. Jacqueline Seabrooks is the new chief of the Santa Monica Police Force. Chief Seabrooks has been in law enforcement for 31 years and has significant municipal policing experience. Our new chief is no stranger to Santa Monica. She worked with the department for 25 years, serving as a patrol officer, background investigator, training officer, and academy drill instructor. In 1990, she was the first woman to be promoted to police sergeant. Chief Seabrooks holds both master's and bachelor's degrees in public policy and administration. She is a graduate of the FBI's National Academy, the Senior Management Institute for Police, and the Supervisory Leadership Institute. Chief Seabrooks says she is delighted to work alongside the men and women of the Santa Monica Police Department once again on behalf of the community. Learn more about our police department at santamonicapd.org. Welcome back, Chief Seabrooks. The Santa Monica Pier has the world's only solar-powered Ferris wheel, and it's been seen in countless movies and TV shows. But it's never been a part of something quite like this. Gus Martinez, a detective for the LAPD, decided to partner up with Pacific Park on the Santa Monica Pier to break a world record, but also to show just how much a father loves his son. Greg Goldner has this emotional story.
Every year, millions of people visit the world-famous Santa Monica Pier. But when LAPD Detective Gus Martinez stepped on this pier, he had a little something different in mind. Bill, what is going on? It's early, there's a Ferris wheel going around, you've got a really cool jacket on. Fill me in here.
We have a Los Angeles police detective, Detective Gus Martinez. His son Jason is a Special Olympics athlete. Gus has courageously raised his hand to ride on that Ferris wheel for more than 25 hours to set the Guinness World Book of Records to benefit Special Olympics.
Armed with the Special Olympics Flame of Hope attached to his gondola and a fantastic support team on the ground, Gus's ride to raise money and awareness for the Special Olympics seemed fairly easy. He made it through the night and into the morning with really no problems. Like, I could look around here, he's got a good support team, he's got a lot of people here for him.
Yes, he has had a lot of people come by overnight. 1 a.m. he had a friend of his come in and is sitting there for 3 hours with them, just gabbing, keeping him awake.
That's a committed friend.
Yeah, it is. Of course, Guinness tells us he can't sleep, so we have to make sure he stays awake the whole time.
We've always heard that a parent would do anything for their child. But riding a Ferris wheel for 25 hours straight without sleeping? When Pacific Park and the Special Olympics approached Detective Gus Martinez with the idea, there was never any hesitation.
The idea was by Pacific Park in Special Olympics. I was asked to do it, and for that organization, I would do anything within my means. My son, he's 23 now with Down syndrome. He's been part of special sports since he was very young. Part of Special Olympics since he was about 11, and they have just been tremendous with the help they've given us in his physical development, mental, social, and his friendship. It's a wonderful organization.
And to help Gus get through the long day and cold night, the folks at Pacific Park made some modifications to his gondola.
It's the only solar-powered Ferris wheel in the world, so what we did was put new solar-powered panels on the gondola, feeding some batteries, it feeds an inverter. He's got a flat screen TV, he's got plugs for his phone and everything else, dimmer lights, LED lights, he's all set out.
Besides his son Jason on his mind and a decked out gondola to keep him occupied, there might have been something else working to keep Detective Martinez awake for those 25 long hours.
Okay, I'm not afraid of heights, I don't like heights.
Whether to raise money for a good cause or just to put a smile on his family's face, one thing remains certain. Detective Gus Martinez showed that nothing is stronger than a parent's love for their child. For Santa Monica Update, I'm Greg Goldner.
They say nothing is stronger than a person's will, but Gus Martinez shows us that a father's love for his child might be stronger. And you too can take part in this. If you're interested in donating or getting involved with the Special Olympics of Southern California, check out their website, sosc.org. Residents of Santa Monica may recall that more than a year ago, the city began testing a home collection program for household hazardous waste. Well, the program is such a success that the city has made home pickup a continuing service. In the test, over 800 residents used the service, and the feedback was overwhelmingly positive. Residents said the service was convenient, safe, and professionally executed. To reserve your collection service, call 800-449-7587, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., or email atyourdoor@wm.com. Juneteenth is the oldest African American celebration of the end of slavery in America. This year marked the 20th anniversary of Santa Monica's Juneteenth celebration. Reporter Gail Choice tells us more.
Over 20 years ago, Texas-born and longtime Santa Monica resident Laverne Ross was on a mission to bring recognition to Juneteenth.
It really was what I considered an almost lost holiday. Although it's not nationally known, but it's known nationally, but it has not become a national holiday.
2.5 years after President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, which had become official January 1st, 1863, Texas slaves were freed. The date, June 19th, 1865. The question still remains why Texas slaves were the last to know they were free.
There's a number of reasons why it's been given, but one of the main reasons that felt that the slave owner wanted one more crop and they just ceased to give the information.
This year's theme, the progression of African American slaves to a celebration of leadership, set the stage for event goers to meet an entertainment icon and Santa Monica's new chief of police.
This is the first day of my 4th week here, and so this is among one of the first celebrations that I've had here in the community, and what a wonderful way to acknowledge the role of African Americans, of which I happen to be one.
Longtime Santa Monica resident Jane Kennedy broke down many barriers when she began working in Hollywood as an actress and sports commentator.
You can be anything you want to be if you make the commitment.
I love the work that I did. And, you know, being able to be with my family, I wouldn't change that. The fact that I sacrificed my career for the family, wouldn't change it for anything in the world because I see the benefits.
This year's celebration honored the legacy of longtime Santa Monica resident Thelma Terry, who always put children first.
She mentored many students, children, not only African Americans, but primarily because the 14th Street Memorial Park was the only park that African Americans could go to.
From great entertainment and mouth-watering food to vendors selling a number of Afrocentric goods and more, this year's Juneteenth celebration was an outstanding success. I can't wait until next year. I'm Gail Choice for Santa Monica Update.
The City of Santa Monica's Juneteenth celebration is a citywide tradition, so the Planning Committee is already looking forward to next year's celebration. For more information, you can call 310-458-8688. Everybody loves a clean beach, and a clean beach is within reach. That is the message placed on trash collection barrels for this summer's beachgoers. The trash cans, featuring eye-catching artwork, remind the community about keeping trash in its proper place. The new cans have colorful wraps that include a QR code linking smartphone users to the new Santa Monica Beach Cast. Once there, users are invited to upload and share their favorite beach photos. When they tag their images, they become part of the SM Beach Cast online. Whether it's celebrating our country's independence or remembering the brave Americans who died in its service, Santa Monica residents celebrate our nation's holidays with dignity and respect. Reporter RJ Andrews shows us the spirit behind the recent Memorial Day festivities at Woodlawn Cemetery.
God bless America.
Remembering loved ones in the fight for freedom and independence can mean different things for several people. The presentations held at the Woodlawn Cemetery are nothing short of breathtaking.
I'm going to talk about Memorial Day and its meaning. Memorial Day is, by its name, a day for us to remember. Please allow me to say, I believe it is more than that. Everyone that is here today has a story. That's been real evident to me as I've just been walking around talking to this amazing crowd here.
It's the feeling of your loved ones that are gone and those who served our country. And the organizations I belong to, we support our veterans very highly.
With words of tribute, honor, song, and a little bit of fun, the 74th annual Memorial Day observance really tied together the message of this Memorial Day holiday here in beautiful Santa Monica.
During the first half of Memorial Day, the national flag is lowered to half-staff. It is because we grieve for those who have fallen. It is now noon. Do you know what happens at noon on Memorial Day? The flag is raised back to full staff. The nation, that is, we, commit to carry on and not let their price go to waste.
Every heart beats true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never a post or brag.
Most of my family is buried here at Woodlawn Cemetery, and I know many of yours are here as well. My great-uncle and grandfather fought in World War I. My great-uncle was killed and lies in the American cemetery in France. My grandfather was found alive on the battlefield by graves registration as they were collecting the dead days after the battles. He had been gassed and wounded so badly that he lost his leg.
Councilmember Holbrook's stories and willingness to share was something that plays a major impact on bridging the gap in what we know about our fallen veterans.
My generation, virtually every single person's father was in the war. I mean, they put you in the war if you were 40 years old and had 3 or 4 kids. You know, it's just every man that could physically go went. So virtually everybody's my age, the children of World War II, have direct linkage to someone who served. That linkage grows smaller as we finally went to an all-volunteer service. But you got to remember what these people went through, the sacrifices they made.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I saw tears. I saw young children where the father was telling the children to wave the flag when they were singing. It's Americanism. That's what it's about. And you could see it here.
I still have 2 war bonds that my dad bought for me during the war. One is in an envelope with Christmas decorations on the outside. It says, please buy war bonds, so there will always be a Christmas. That was what, think of that. Please buy war bonds, so there will always be a Christmas. That's what was at stake. That was at stake. Our entire nation, our way of life.
And when we think about what really pays homage to our American heroes, it's these types of narratives that let the legacy live on. Reporting from the Woodlawn Cemetery for Santa Monica Update, I'm RJ Andrews.
For more information about Woodlawn Cemetery, you can go online to smgov.net/departments/cemetery. The City Council of Santa Monica recently reviewed its policy of permitting private winter displays in Palisades Park. The City Council heard from the public, discussed the issue, agreed with the staff's recommendation, and introduced a revised ordinance for first reading. Public winter displays will no longer be permitted. Council encourages the community to continue the winter display tradition on private property. Well, that's it for this edition of Santa Monica Update. Happy summer! We want to remind you, take care and be extra safe. Pay attention to what's going on around you when you're out walking, biking, driving, or riding. I'm Tamara Henry, and for all of us at CityTV, thank you for watching.